So in today's video, I'm finally giving an overview of my K-pop shelves and who I collect and why is it set up like this and whatnot, and at the end I do a lot of rambling, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Right here I have Sunmi. This is like my girl group shelf. Sunmi, Twice, Card, some Luna, Itzy, Mamamoo, Jennie, Red Velvet. Under here I have Twice and Itzy, and then the Monster, Irene, and Seulgi album, and then Blackpink, the album I believe. Over here I have a Leah standee. Back here I have my candy bong and another figurine that kind of hides because I don't have space. And then my Formula of Love Twice album. Also, sorry if this is kind of weird, my top shelf is super high and I'm not tall, so it's kind of hard to record. Anyways, about the first shelf, I kind of plan on collecting Itzy and maybe Twice. Twice has a lot. Itzy doesn't have as much, so I'd like to actually collect them. But as of right now, I'm focusing on another collection, which I'll get into the farther we go down. So on this shelf, I have my DVDs or special edition and my magazine. Anyways, so I have my season's greetings from 2021, and this is like, I bought this off of another seller, so. And then I have memories of 2017, memories of 2018. Over here I have my, it's upside down, well, you would have known what it was, my BTS World album. And then I have the, I believe this is Europe. What is this one? I can't see it. Oh no, this one's New York. The Love Yourself. I'm having such a hard time holding this camera. I'm so sorry. Okay, I set up my camera so now I don't have to hold it. This one is the Europe Love Yourself DVD. And recently I got, not like super recently, but recent enough, my friend was kind enough to buy me the School Love Affair special edition. I never thought I was gonna own this because I wasn't gonna buy it. I don't really buy the big ones and stuff. Over here I have my version 1 Army Bomb, and then I have my version, what is it? The Map of the Soul special edition. And behind Jungkook over here I have a couple more that I didn't keep the boxes for, and that was before I was collecting stuff. And then I have my Life Goes On cassette tape, which goes up here, and then my Dynamite cassette tape. I don't really collect cassette tapes, but I'm obviously a big BTS collector, so I went ahead and I bought it. I was actually gonna buy the vinyl because we have a record player in our house, but I went ahead and bought my own cassette tape for when it came out. I also have a Butter standee because I didn't know what else to do with it. And then over here we have my Jungkook GQ Korea magazine. I was gonna get Jimin's and I forgot to get it, so now I just only have Jungkook. But let's move on to BTS's actual Korean albums. This is just like DVDs and special edition stuff. Oh, my army kit. My friend and I got kind of split an account together, or we, agreed on it, and they let me keep the army kit, so I have it up here as well. So down here we have all of BTS's albums that I own. Here I have Oh Are You Late 2. I only own one of these. I have All of Love, All of Your, and All of Yourself. Some of these I bought secondhand, so I didn't get photo cards and stuff for them. And then underneath I have all 4 versions of Map of the Soul, Dark and Wild. It was one of my oldest albums. Not my first one, but it is one of my oldest. It is falling apart. Then I have W and I for the Wings. I was going to get all of them, and I just kind of never did. And then I have, this is my very first album I bought, was Young Forever, the night version. That was the first album by BTS that I ever got my hands onto. Then I have the day version, and then I have the peach version for The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, part 2. And then I have, I believe this is gray. Yeah, it's like gray, white. For The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, part 1. I don't have the other versions of those yet. Then I have B, and then 4 versions of Persona. I'm moving over to the other side. And I have my You Never Walk Alone albums, which are actually some of my favorite albums. I have this kind of just sitting because I'm not 100% sure what to do with it. It was from the PTD in LA. And I didn't get one, but my friend did, and I put it on my shelf because they don't care. But, yeah. Oh, I forgot how crammed these were. This is my Butter album that I decorated. I don't know if I did that on here. I believe I did. I did. It was one of the first videos I posted coming back. Then I have the compact version of Proof, just because it fits my shelf. And here you have one of my light sticks that says soap, and then another light stick, or the box at least. So now we're going to move on to what I would call my most cluttered shelf, and I'm still debating with what I'm gonna do with it and how I'm gonna go about these things, but anyways, let's go ahead and move on to that part. Okay, so over here on the end I have the Chaos chapter, Fight or Escape. I believe this is the Fight version. Then I have 2 version 1s of Fantasia X. I think what happened is I bought one, I pre-ordered one, and then another one was like a random one from Amazon. Then I have Ordinary, 2 versions of the Ateez. I don't remember what album this is. One is my friend's and one is mine. Then the white version. Then I have The Book of Us, Entropy. For day 6. And then I have 2 follow albums. I have version, what is that? 3 and version 2. And then I have Wano's first album over here, hiding. And then down here I have Monsta X Trespass, and then Miro and I Am Who Stray Kids. And then right here I have the Everything. No, I have the Love version of Shape of Love. Behind that, I have a couple of albums. I have One Us, 2 beautiful One Us, 2 beautiful Monsta X, the We Are Here Monsta X, and then an Ateez album, a more recent album. This is the area where I don't know if I'm gonna keep it like this, just because I bought Shape of Love recently when I went to the concert, so I don't know if it'll stay like that, but I have a feeling it won't be. Then up here I have 2 Super M, and then these are all Ateez. I like these kind of styles. I have this little bag that I got from the concert of Minya. Underneath my Ateez, I have 2 of the All About Love Monsta X albums. Then I have Shoot Me, Day 6, Jonghyun's poet/artist. And then I have one Rush, and then the Connect album is down here. Put him back. Then I also recently just bought this. I don't really buy here are the songs. I don't really buy the jewel cases, but I decided to buy Chunkyun's out of I don't know, just for random, I guess. And then I have another version of All About Love. And then I got this one actually at K Place in Buena Park for free. They had a box out. and it's the Stray Kids Christmas Evil album. And I was like, well, I kind of collect Stray Kids, but not really. My collections right now are BTS and Monsta X and ITZY, kind of. And then I have one of my friend's version. I didn't buy this album yet, but my friend got the Thursday's Child, the packaged one. And then over here I have my Mondungi, and then my case for it in the back. And that's kind of that shelf. I don't know if I think some plans are I might move my girl groups with this down here and move my Monsta X and then move my DVD one up. I don't know yet. Anyways, let's move to the last shelf, kind of. So down here is like figurines and whatnot, and I have my Sailor Moon, my Miku Cherry Blossom, I think from last year, and then in the back right here I have a No Face coin bank. Originally I was going to take my albums because I obviously am running out of space. I was going to take my albums and put them here, but I have so many little figurine things, so I just decided to put them down here. Then over here I have a bunch of little Sailor Moon chibi things. Yeah. Over here I have Nezuko, the Funko Pop. The Voltron Funko Pop is one of my friends. Then I have two BTS. I have Hoseok and Namjoon for the Idol Funkos. In the back I have Venus, like a little chibi figurine. And then my friend got a Genshin figurine that I said they can go ahead and put on my shelf, just because there's nowhere else to put it. And then I have my little Hoseok, what was it? Tiny Tan. I don't know why I forgot what that was. And then one of my friend's Funko Pops. And that's just kind of it. I mean, everything else is albums and whatnot. And, on the very top, I have a skeleton crow I got from Spirit, candles, and then two of those bottle things from Disneyland in the Star Wars area from when I went with friends last year. Anyways, that's kind of it for my K-pop shelf / figurine stuff. I'm selling what one is that? A Luna album. I would say for relatively cheap, being that Depop only gives me $4 out of it. But I'm selling that if anyone's interested. I also trade a lot. I was gonna give a tour of my desk, but it's kind of a mess right now, so maybe I'll do the wall. I don't know. I'm gonna do a whole K-pop room tour when I actually get to clean my room, because I have a bunch of I have plushies down here. I have a Picket that fell off my wall. I have so many ideas, but I haven't done them yet. And my shelves are growing because I just bought another Shape of Love album. I'm thinking about going to get Nayeon's album tomorrow at Target when it comes out. So, I don't know. I have a lot of thinking to do when it comes to my collection. BTS, obviously, they're taking a break as a group, so hopefully it might be a while. I don't know, that's not true, because they might come out with their solo albums, like actual albums they sell, so then this is going to become much more hectic. I was considering, let me set this down and then talk about it. So for some reason my camera's incredibly crooked, and that's really annoying, but I'm just gonna leave it because I'm just gonna talk. This is like the rambling point of the video. I have a lot of collection plans because I want to make section. Right now I'm focusing on my Monsta X collection because they are one of my alt groups. My alt groups are BTS and Monsta X, and BTS is pretty much done. I'm missing a couple, but it is completely full at the moment, so I'm not concerned. But my Monsta X stuff, I like stopped collecting after VLLO came out. Or no, after Fantasia came out, I stopped collecting them. Just because I got out of K-pop for a little bit, and the 1 thing was really hard. Even though it was like, VLLO was my first comeback with them. I've known about them, or known about Monsta X since Dramarama, but I didn't completely get into them until VLLO. Even though I had listened to a couple of their things before, it was never like, I want to collect these guys, or I know their names and stuff. That only happened recent, or like, 2 years ago. And when 1 left, it was rough, because I biased him at first, and then he left. And that's another person I want to collect is 1. I only bought his first album, and I just kind of never did again, and that's not because I don't like the albums. He makes great music, but just because I stopped collecting. But now my shelves are getting so full that I don't have anywhere to put them. I have another bookcase, but when I do a room tour, you will see that I don't really have space for a second bookcase unless I put it on a certain wall, which I could do, but I definitely don't have enough albums to have another bookcase yet. I was just gonna get one of those thin ones from IKEA. Like, this one's really big. This is a 6 shelf bookcase, and it's like 8 foot. Maybe 6 foot. I'm 5 foot, so maybe it's 6 foot. I was just gonna get like a thin version of it, so I can put my light sticks and stuff up there, because that's another thing I want to start getting is light sticks, which, a little spoiler for next month's video, Stray Kids. I'm going with my 2 friends that I went to go see Monsta X with, to see Stray Kids for the first time. I've been with Stray Kids since debut, so since I was in high school. So that'll be really fun. It was kind of a lot of these have been really spontaneous. The only concert that wasn't spontaneous was the Monsta X one, because I bought those tickets back in 2019. I think it was 2020. But yeah, I was gonna try and go to KCON, but Ateez also coming, and I really want to go see Itzy because they're like my favorite girl group besides Twice. So hoping to do that. Oh, I have another album that I didn't put on my shelf. I also bought One of a Kind, Monsta X. I went to Barnes & Noble's the other day, which is another video that is not yet finished. This video will probably be out before that video comes out. I didn't unbox it on video and I forgot, but I pulled, so I'm just putting this here because it won't matter. I pulled Juhan. This is for version 1, I think. I pulled Juhan and Shonu's unit card. And then I pulled, who did I pull? I pulled Chenkyun's poster, Chenkyun's postcard, and Chenkyun's like big postcard. So I literally pulled everything of Chenkyun besides the photo cards. So that's great. But oh, that's another thing. I think for photo cards, I'm only gonna collect certain ones. I'm just rambling, so if you don't want to listen to this part, that's completely fine. I'm just talking about my collections and whatnot, because I have a hard time talking about it, just because I'm the only one who really collects in my friend group, like collects like this. But anyways, if you are deciding to not watch the rest of this rambling, thank you for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. For those of you who are gonna sit and stay and listen to me talk, hi, thanks. But anyways, for photo cards, I might collect some. I kind of want to collect Chenkyun. He's really popular, so it's really hard. It's like trying to collect Jungkook. And he's also someone that I want to kind of collect, but am not willing because of how pricey he can get. I do have a little bit of his photo cards. I have none of Chenkyun. I'm trying so desperately. So if anyone wants a Minhyuk jewel case version, photo card, and has Changkyun, please trade. I have, oh, that's another thing. I have a Minhyuk curse. Ever since I've started collecting Monsta X, I always pulled Minhyuk photo cards. And I literally bought 2 albums the day after the Monsta X concert, and I pulled Minhyuk for both of them. So that was kind of wild. But I'm trading both of my Minhyuk photo cards. Not because I don't like him, but because I want to try and collect Changkyun. Minhyuk was my first Monsta X bias. And then it changed to Kian. And then after the concert, it changed to Changkyun and Kian. And then everyone else's bias record, because I love Hyungwon and I love Shonu and I still consider Wano Monsta X, even though he's a solo artist. Wano and Minhyuk and Juhan. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling now. Main thing about my collection, my album wise, I have a lot to do, I have a lot to fix, I have a lot to go through and consider. This is 7 minutes of me rambling, I'm so sorry. Anyways, bye guys, I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for hanging around and listening to me talk.